Canon 2 Propriety, Sections 31 to 35, Code of Professional Responsibility and Accountability. Section 31, Canon 2 Propriety, talks about prosecution of criminal cases. This means that the primary duty of a public prosecutor is not to convict, but to see that justice is done. Thus, suppressing facts, concealing of, tampering with, or destroying evidence, coaching a witness, or offering false testimony is a cause for disciplinary action. The obligations of a public prosecutor shall also be imposed upon lawyers in the private practice who are authorized to prosecute under the direct supervision and control of the public prosecutor. Section 32, Canon 2, Propriety, talks about lawyers in the academe. Now, a lawyer serving as a dean, administrative officer, or faculty member of an educational institution shall at all times adhere to the standards of behavior required of members of the legal profession under the Code of Professional Responsibility and Accountability, observing propriety, respectability, and decorum inside and outside the classroom and in all media. Section 33, Canon 2, Propriety, talks about conflict of interest for lawyers in the academe. A lawyer serving as a dean, administrative officer, or faculty member of an educational institution shall disclose to the institution any adverse interest of a client. Now, upon discovery of any adverse interest of the lawyer's client, which directly affects any student who is under his or her direct supervision and guidance, the lawyer shall likewise disclose the same to the institution. Section 34, Canon 2, Propriety, talks about paralegal services and the lawyer's responsibility. Now, a paralegal is one who performs tasks that require familiarity with legal concepts, employed or retained by a lawyer, a law office, corporation, governmental agency, or other entity for non-diagnostic and non-advisory work in relation to legal matters delegated by such lawyer, law office, corporation, governmental agency, or other entity. Now, a lawyer must direct or supervise a paralegal in the performance of the latter's delegated duties. The lawyer's duty of confidentiality shall also extend to the services rendered by the paralegal, who is equally bound to keep the privilege. And finally, Section 35, Canon 2, Propriety. These are the non-delegable legal tasks. A lawyer shall not delegate to or permit a non-lawyer, including a paralegal, to accept cases on behalf of the lawyer, or give legal advice or opinion, or act independently without the lawyer's supervision or direction, or to hold himself or herself out as a lawyer, or be named in association with the lawyer in any pleading or submission to any court, tribunal, or other government agency, or appear in any court, tribunal, or other government agency, or actively participate in formal legal proceedings on behalf of a client, except when allowed by the law or rules. Neither will this person be able to conduct negotiations with third parties unless allowed in administrative agencies without a lawyer's supervision or direction. This person cannot sign correspondence containing a legal opinion and cannot perform any of the duties that only lawyers may undertake. However, these provisions shall not apply to a law student practitioners under Rule 138-A of the Rules of Court. So that's it. Those are sections 31 to 35 under Canon 2, Propriety.